Good morning. I am going to read a statement from Tish Westrup regarding her daughter, Cassandra. As you can see on the screen, a beautiful girl who died way too young. Cassandra Lewis was born on November 4th of 1987 in San Clemente, California. She grew up in Irvine, California, her mother and her grandmother. She had wonderful friends that lasted from kindergarten through college. She played soccer, ran cross country, was a cheerleader. After finishing high school, she went on to graduate from a Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles. Cassandra was introduced to opiates in high school, like so many other teenagers. It was fairly innocent at the time. What began as a normal teenager and just turned into a most difficult battle of her life. Cassandra was addicted by the time she turned 21. The next 2 years were the toughest she would ever face. One drug led to another. After several attempts to quit on her own, she finally reached out for help, and Cassandra went to rehab and stayed sober for 6 months. She was ready to move on with a happy and healthy life. On February 17 of 1911, Cassandra met with a friend from her group for young people with addiction. They spoke after the meeting and discussed getting high the last time. One more time. They met at a local restaurant after she got off work. They used in the parking lot. Cassandra drove home and went into bed. And on the morning of February 18, 2011, her mother went into her room to wake her up, but Cassandra never woke up. She had passed away in the middle of the night. The last couple of days over here, or at least a day and this morning, I've been listening to all kind of conversation, stats, slides, and I think that this whole citizen petition has been hijacked, turned around, and made up to look like we are trying to keep people from getting their medication. That is so far from the truth. The whole object over here is to keep people from dying. We keep forgetting about that. Nobody's trying to keep anybody from getting medication. If you are that bad that you need that medication, you should have it. But at the same time, we all know that opiates are very addictive. And this is what happened to these young kids. There's so much of it on the street. There's so many doctors who are not trained and will give it to you for a pulled tooth, for a twisted toe. They'll give it to you for anything. I like that old saying, what my doctor used to say, and somebody made a remark yesterday, what is a moderate pain? Well, I can tell you what moderate pain is. Moderate pain is take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning. That is moderate pain. Severe pain is for somebody who is really at the end of the rope, somebody who there's nothing else that works for, and nobody is trying to hold that away from them. No one. What you have to keep in mind is this. There's kids who try things at high school, or there's kids like Michael, my son, who follow doctor's directions. None of them got up that morning and said, I want to be an addict. None of them wants to be an addict. None of them wanted to die. I feel bad. My heart breaks. Not for me, not for Tish Westrup or Cheryl Plasek or any of the parents. My heart aches for the kids. This kid's never got to live a full life. This kid's never got to do things that you and I all did. And instead, they're buried somewhere. And here we are debating whether or not we're going to restrict this or do that. We're going to look at slide. And to me, and I don't want to sound harsh, my God, we all forgot that it's about saving life. It's saving lives. That's what you got to keep in mind. And especially young life. Because the way we're going, there will be no next generation. And then what are we going to do? Thank you.